extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders will extend this third quarter lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Here comes a return from the 5. And the good kick pays off. Will only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack. Second down big play attempt. Falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Third and long. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your...
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. That is down the field. And that's good work on this return as he brings it past the 25. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. Back to the air one more time. He gets it into the hands of Atwell.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Throw right side to Olave. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Left side into the hands of Olave. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. This one complete to Atwell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. He'll look to throw. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Now Walker. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Shaheed in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's a run going left. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Algier. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to take a shot down the field.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and come out to the 20-yard line. Saints going to use their second timeout. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
That's Washington, the man in motion. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
In sight now as they'll take a knee. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA